Once upon a time, at the beginning of time, in the age when gods ruled, there lived a man. His name was Sisyphus. Sisyphus was not an ordinary man. He was intelligent, cunning, and most importantly, proud. Sisyphus cheated death twice. When death came the first time, Sisyphus chained him. "No one will die anymore," he said. The gods were furious and had to set death free. When death came the second time, Sisyphus gave his wife a plan. "Don't hold my funeral. Bury me, but don't perform the rites." When he arrived in Hades, he complained, "My wife disrespected me. Let me return to punish her." Hades gave permission, and Sisyphus returned to the world and never came back. When the gods finally caught him, they were very angry. "You," said Zeus, "cheated death. You deceived the gods. You broke the order, and for this you will receive the most terrible punishment." And they sent Sisyphus to Tartarus, the deepest place in hell. There, at the foot of a mountain, was a giant boulder. "This boulder," said Zeus, "you will push to the top of the mountain, forever." Sisyphus looked at the boulder. "That's it," he thought, "just a rock?" And he began to push. The first day it was hard, but he succeeded. He pushed the boulder all the way to the top, out of breath but proud. "See? I am Sisyphus. I pushed a boulder." But then the boulder rolled down to the bottom of the mountain. Sisyphus was shocked. This must be a mistake. The second day he pushed again. Again he reached the top. Again the boulder rolled. Third day, fourth day, fifth day, a week, a month, a year, and Sisyphus understood. This would continue forever. The first 100 years were filled with rage. He would scream at the boulder, curse the gods. "This isn't fair. This is cruelty." Every day, pushing the boulder, he would shout, but the boulder didn't care. It just rolled. The second 100 years, despair came. He no longer shouted. He just pushed, mechanical, soulless. His eyes were empty. "What's the point?" he would whisper. "There is no point." The third 100 years he tried not to accept. Maybe one day the boulder will stay at the top. Maybe the gods will forgive. But maybe never came. The fourth 100 years, exhaustion. He no longer even thought. He just pushed. Boulder, arm, step, breath. Boulder, arm, step, breath. Forever. Thousands of years passed. Sisyphus was no longer a man. He was a shadow, a machine, emotionless, hopeless, meaningless. But then one day, or maybe the 1,000th year, something happened. Sisyphus, while pushing the boulder, stopped. Why did he stop? He didn't know. Maybe he was tired. Maybe he couldn't bear it. Maybe he just stopped. And in that moment, for the first time, he looked around. There was sky, gray, endless, but it was there. There was wind, gentle, but it could be felt. And the boulder, massive, heavy, stone, but beautiful. Its texture, its color, its weight. Sisyphus, for the first time in thousands of years, touched the boulder. Not just pushed it, touched it. It was cold, it was rough, it was real, and something changed. Sisyphus, while pushing the boulder, realized the boulder wasn't heavy. What was heavy was seeing it as punishment. "I," he said to himself, "don't have to push this boulder. I choose to push it." And in that moment, for the first time in thousands of years, he smiled. The gods were shocked. "What's happening?" said Hermes. "Sisyphus, is he smiling?" Zeus summoned him. "Sisyphus, why are you smiling? We haven't forgotten your punishment." Sisyphus, while pushing the boulder, looked at the gods. "I know," he said, "but this is no longer a punishment." "What do you mean?" asked Zeus. "For thousands of years," said Sisyphus, "I pushed this boulder as punishment. Every day I hated you. Every day I hated myself. Every day I wished for this moment to end. And today I understood. This moment will never end. This is my life, forever. And I either suffer forever or I choose forever." Zeus frowned. "You've gone mad." Sisyphus laughed. "Perhaps, but you know what? Being mad is better than being imprisoned." And he continued pushing the boulder. But now it was different. With each step, he noticed something. the firmness of the earth beneath his feet, the tension of the muscles in his arms, the rhythm of his breath. Every day when he reached the top, he would look at the view. Yes, the same view, but every day different light, different shadows, different clouds. And every day when the boulder rolled, he would smile. Again, he would say, "And I will do it again." The gods didn't understand, but Sisyphus had understood. The punishment wasn't the boulder. The punishment was hating the boulder. Freedom wasn't escaping the boulder. Freedom was choosing the boulder. One day, a young soul came to hell, a newly dead man. While waiting for his punishment, he saw Sisyphus. "Are you Sisyphus?" he asked. "The legendary Sisyphus? The man who cheated death?" "Yes," said Sisyphus, pushing the boulder. "And your punishment is this? Pushing a boulder forever?" "Yes." The young soul was shocked. But that's terrible. How do you bear it?" Sisyphus stopped. He looked at the young soul. "Terrible? No, this is my life." "But it's meaningless. You're not accomplishing anything." Sisyphus smiled. "Accomplishing? What should I accomplish?" "I don't know. Something. A goal. An end." "Ah," said Sisyphus. "You don't understand yet." "Understand what?" "Life," said Sisyphus, "is not about reaching a goal. Life is about being on the journey." The young soul was confused. "But you're not going anywhere." "True," said Sisyphus, "but I am on the journey. Every day I push this boulder, and every day I am alive." "But you must be miserable." Sisyphus touched the boulder. "Happiness," he said, "is not outside. It's inside. I'm not happy from pushing this boulder. I'm happy because I choose to push it." The young soul watched silently. Sisyphus began pushing the boulder again. "But," asked the young soul, "it will never end. Aren't you tired?" "Yes," said Sisyphus. "Every day I get tired, but every day I begin again." "Why?" Sisyphus stopped. He looked at the summit, then at the young soul. "Because," he said, "this is mine, my boulder, my mountain, my life, and no one can take it from me." And he smiled. That day, the young soul learned something, and Sisyphus, while pushing the boulder, began to sing. The gods no longer cared, because Sisyphus could no longer be punished, because he was free, free without chains, free without wings, free with only a boulder and a mountain, because he had learned freedom is not changing your conditions. Freedom is changing your perspective on your conditions. And Sisyphus forever pushed the boulder. But he was no longer a prisoner. He was a master. If you enjoyed this story, please like it and share it with your friends. And remember, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories like this one. We look forward to seeing you in the next story with new thoughts and new lessons. Until then, take care of yourself and stay peaceful. And remember, life is not about reaching a destination. It's about being on the journey. Sisyphus smiled because he understood. He couldn't change the boulder, but he could change his perspective. And that changed everything.